Hello, Pantages Theatre in Los Angeles, California. My name is Nick Cartell, and the last time I played the Pantages Theatre was with the national tour of Les Miserables, where I played Jean Valjean. Now, I'd actually been there a few years earlier with the Phantom of the Opera national tour, so to get to come back and to be in this historic place with that incredible Art Deco ceiling, and then to have those audiences. Oh, the audiences in LA. I remember every night when the downbeat would hit for Les Mis, this scream would erupt from the audience. We felt like rock stars up there. And the curtain would rise and we'd feel this rush of energy. And it really gave us the power, I guess you could say, to do this show every night. And then to get to meet those audiences after at the stage door. They come out in droves, and we love meeting with our audiences, signing playbills, talking to them about the show and their thoughts, and just really it really brings it home for all of us that this is what we love to do, right? Now, as Jean Valjean, I was also very fortunate to inhabit dressing room 1, which is right off of the stage door as soon as you walk in. And there's so much history in that dressing room, because when you go in there, there is a board on the wall that has signatures on it from all of these legends in musical theater. But not only legends, some of my friends too. So I would take pictures and send it to them. I was like, oh, look where I am. But then I got to sign the board, which was really cool to know that I'm now part of the legacy of dressing room 1. You know, to put my signature there was just, it was an amazing experience. There's so many things that I remember about being in that dressing room, because we were there for a month, warming up in front of that mirror, you know, standing there, making sure it was all lined up, warming up, to then seeing all my costumes laid out, and just seeing the importance and the weight of those costumes, and knowing that I was portraying this character, this man that, you know, so many people have loved and love this show. So knowing that I was doing that. But then one of my favorite moments, opening night. After the show, we went to the opening night party, and I had been collecting record albums across the country. I called it Valjean Vinyl, and I found an original French concept album for the show. Now, at our performance on opening night was Alain Boublil, who wrote the original French lyrics for the show. And so I went up to him because I was like, I would love for him to sign this album for me, since he wrote this little foreword on the back. And actually, the original composer of the show, Claude Michel Schoenberg, actually played one of the characters, Courfeyrac. So afterwards, I go up to Alain, I'm showing him the album. He got, I haven't seen this in years. And I pointed out Courfeyrac was played by Claude Michel. He's like, oh yes, I remember. He looks at me and goes, did you play Courfeyrac? And I was like, no, I played Valjean. And he was like, you didn't tell me. You should have told me before you came up. I don't know. You wear wigs the whole show. And it's true. Nobody knows who I am when I come out the stage door most of the time, because I am wearing wigs the entire show. So anyway, I get him to sign the album. He signs to Nick Valjean, Alain Boublil. I was like, night made. Well, then a couple weeks later, all of a sudden there's a knock on my dressing room door, and in walks Alain Boublil. And my mind was blown. Here is this man who created this show. It's been running for 35 years. I get to perform the show every night, and he's standing in my dressing room. We're having this conversation about the show, he's like, you're doing such a great job. I love everything you're doing. And then talking to me about how the original, you know, concept for casting was going to be somebody in their 60s. And that was, you know, they just couldn't handle the weight, and mind blown. Here I am sitting there, and thank goodness that my wife was FaceTiming me at the time, so she was able to record little snippets of it. I remember my time so fondly at the Pantages Theatre. I know that audiences there love theater, and I want you to know that theater will be back. I know this time is really disheartening, but just have faith. This is only intermission. Theater will be back, and we cannot wait to get back on that stage.